Hello and welcome to Homebrew Wednesday number insert number here. How are you? I've got a beer here, look. I always say that, don't I? But this is true. I do have a beer and it is here. This, however, is the all grain. The pale ale all grain. I'll be honest folks, I have had this and this is probably the last maybe 2 or 3 bottles I've got. Look at that, very crystal clear. I mean, you can't get much clearer than that, can you? There's not an awful lot of fizz going on in there. Probably my fault as I didn't leave it at room temperature for long enough. However, there's enough fizz in there for me, it's absolutely fine. The aroma wise, it smells like an all grain. There's a little bit of a hint of citrus in there, because there is Citra and Simcoe, and thank you to the person who pointed that out to me on the video I made, me recording the process of doing this particular kit, the Stove Toppers all grain. Decent enough carb in there, folks. So let's have a little bit of a sip and dive in. Yeah, it tastes like all grain. What do I mean by that, Roy? Well, I find with all grain there is a certain dryness, and that comes from the grains, obviously, that you don't get when you do an extract beer. Now, before I have the all grain police out knocking on my door saying you don't know what you're talking about, Roy, I'm not saying all grain is inferior to extract. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I can pick out an all grain beer from an extract beer, and it has that dry grain profile about it. However, it's a very pale ale, this. You can taste the Citra and you can taste the Simcoe. Very pleasant. Nothing wrong with it at all. 8 out of 10. I would have given it maybe a little bit higher if it had had all the instructions correct. Doesn't say anything about, you know, like a third pot to store your sparge water in. It doesn't say what's gone into it. It doesn't tell you what grains are there, and it doesn't tell you what hops are there, which is a shame, I think. And if they sorted it out, then I would have given them a higher mark. But you know, on its own, it's 8 out of 10. It's fine. There's not an awful lot going on, and for people that want to sort of jump over from doing extracts into doing all grains, it's ideal, really, because it gives you an easy way in, if you like, and it's not difficult, folks. It really isn't. It's really easy to do, not difficult at all. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So yeah, there we go. That's that. What else is going on? Well, what else is going on? I have bottled the St. Peter's Golden Ale. I have tasted it as I bottled it. Still don't taste right to me, folks. It may well be it's just that kit, and I am puzzled by it. So with this particular kit, this time around, I've decided to leave it in my shed of doom for about 5 to 6 months before I go back to it. And then what I'll do is I'll do a little mini beer mail out to the guys that have sent me mail up to date, and I'll let them taste themselves, and I'll see from their feedback whether they think it's an off beer or whether it's just my palate, because it may well be there's something in that particular kit that my palate doesn't like and is perceiving it to be off in some way, when in fact there's nothing wrong with it, it's just my palate. So we'll do that in the near future. Well, I say near future, probably around Christmas time I'll send those out, folks. Thank you to everybody for your good wishes for my birthday last Saturday, so cheers for that. I appreciate that, especially the people that turned up in the weekly broadcast. Thank you. I had a blast. We had a really good time last weekend, and we had our first troll, folks, on UV log. Didn't last long though. We were on him like a ton of bricks, weren't we, boys and girls? And we showed him the door eloquently, I thought. So yes, thanks to my moderators, of course, in the broadcast for making sure that this fella got swiftly shown the door. We give him the opportunity to not act like a complete idiot. I need to say something else then. But, you know, sometimes you have to go with your instincts, and your instincts are usually right, folks. What else is going on? As it was my birthday, I got a birthday present in a sort of a voucher for one of the homebrew shops that are online, and I decided to go for a Cornish pale ale kit, and I will record that one. It's basically an extract kit. Sorry about that, folks, but hey, there you go. It's supposed to be really nice from the reviews I've read on it, and it comes with hop extract oil. There are two hop extract oil mini bottles in there, and I'm assuming that each of those has got different hops in. I've had a little bit of a cheeky smell. Smells citrusy. One, I suspect that's probably like a Citra, something like that, maybe even a Cascade, and the other one is quite earthy, so you know, it could be one of the earthier hops, that one. But I'll record it, and we'll do a homebrew Wednesday on it, and you guys can see what I think of it. I'll probably do that one from a beginning to end, so we'll do the kit and then we'll bottle it, and then I'll stick it in the shed for a couple of weeks, and then we'll do a taste test, and I'll just bolt it on the end as an all-in-one. So that's it, folks. I ain't really got much else to tell you. It's a very quiet one this week, not much going on other than the fact that I'm still brewing, of course, and there are still beers in the shed of doom to be drunk. So I'm going to go and do that right now because it's a lovely day. Hopefully you're having a great time and a great week, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Ta-da.